What's happening, y'all? It's Likewise. Welcome to my channel. Normally, my channel is primarily gaming. Y'all know that. Um, but lately, I've been doing, a couple personal videos here and there. And I made the decision to one day a week do a personal video, and the rest of the week, every other day out of the week, just do video game walkthroughs like I've been doing. Um, but what drove me today in particular to do this video is I had kind of a shitty day. So I said to myself, you know what? I need to vent a little bit. I need to get some shit off my chest. So you know what? I'm going to do so. So you know what? I decided to do a video. 5 things that I hate the most. Absolutely hate the most. Drives me fucking insane. Alright? Alright, number 5. And I'm fucking at the supermarket. And I have 3 items, literally. Like a tube of toothpaste, mouthwash, a toothbrush, alright? And I'm in a hurry, like everyone else is. That's cool. I'm in a hurry. And I got this dude in front of me, he's got a shopping cart full of shit, which is fine, If he didn't see me or didn't even look back and glance at me or whatever and didn't even acknowledge my existence, fine. That's cool. But if you turn back and look at me and see that I have 3 fucking items in my hand, and you still don't say, hey, you know what? You only have 3 items in your hand. I got a big ass carriage full of shit. You know what? I'm going to do you a solid. I'm going to let you go ahead. Oh, that would be too fucking nice and decent of people, wouldn't it? Unfucking believable. It blows my fucking mind how inconsiderate people are these days. It's like really, dude. Number 4 on my list is definitely when somebody takes up 2 spots. It just fucking drives me insane. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I never got it. I've had my license since I was 16. When I was 16, I didn't take up 2 spots. For real, honest to God, God is my name. When I was 16 years old, I didn't take up 2 fucking spots. Okay, and you got grown-ass men with kids. I no lie, I actually saw a dude get out of his mom bomb with his wifey and his friggin' 3 kids. I didn't say anything. I was a little pissed off because I was looking for a spot at the mall. I was a little pissed off, but I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing to this guy. He's with his family, have some respect. But, dude, come on. Really, you're a grown-ass man. How do you not know how to park by now? How long have you had your fucking license? How do you not know how to park? I could even cut some slack to people if there was if the parking spots were really narrow and they went over it by a little bit. I'd be like, all right, you know what? That's cool. He went over it by a little. But I see these motherfuckers, the parking spots are you could fit a friggin' trailer in that shit. And they still go over it by that much. How does that happen? How are you that bad of a driver? I could be stoned and drunk out of my tits and still manage to park into a space that's this fucking wide. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. Number 3 on my list is definitely when people can't say my last name right. I don't get it. My last name, D'Ambrosio. It's spelled D apostrophe capital AMBROSIO. It's fucking spelt exactly the way it sounds. I don't get it. How do people not know how to say it? It's every place I go, every person I deal with, oh, Mr. D'Ambroso. I'm at the dentist. Oh, Mr. D'Ambroso. It's like, where do you see an S-O at the end of my name? Like, what happened to the I? Like, where's the I? Like, where's the S-I-O? It's just S-O? Like, you didn't see the I in the last three letters of my fucking last name? Like, are you an idiot? And it's everywhere I go. I don't get it. I don't know why it's such a hard name to say. It's a long last name, yeah, granted, but it's one of the easiest last names to pronounce and say. Yet, you got all these supposed college graduates in their 40s that don't know how to say my last name at all to save their life. It irks the shit out of me, and it's totally ballyhoo. Okay, number 2 on my list is definitely girls who just do nothing but talk about themselves. It drives me crazy. I've been on dates with girls in the past, not all of them, but some, where we'll be hanging out, we'll be having dinner. It's like, let's just be normal. Talk about normal stuff, you know, instead of, oh, I did this today. I went to the gym. I'm on this diet. I got my nails done. I'm so good at this and that. It's like, you know what? It's cool to be confident. It's cool to talk about yourself a little. But when you're the total center of attention on the whole date, gets a little old, gets a little annoying. It's like, it's almost like they don't know how to talk about anything else but themselves. And like, it just, I don't know. I don't get it. Number 1 on my list definitely has to be the fact that people past the age of 70, okay, it's fine that they're still driving. That's cool. But it should be a mandatory fucking law that anyone past the age of 70 should have to take a road test once every 2 years. Mandatory. No questions asked. It's just something that should be mandatory. I'm sorry, but I don't feel too safe when I'm driving down the fucking street and I'm looking over and I'm seeing Granny in the next lane on the highway with bifocals the size of my head that can't manage to stay in the lane without swerving like this. And she's like hunkered down like this, can barely see over the wheel. You know she's got about 10 minutes to live, and yet she is allowed to just drive. You know what? It's cool. I don't mind. I'm not prejudiced against old people. It's all cool. It's all good. All I'm saying is it should be a mandatory law that people past 70 should have to take a fucking road test once every 2 years. I'm sorry. It's just what I believe. And I get so annoyed. Like, there's times where I'm actually, like, literally, like, frightened for my life and everyone else's life when I'll be sitting in a parking lot somewhere and I'll be watching, like, an old lady taking a Chinese New Year, literally, to cross the fucking street. By the time she gets to her car, it takes her friggin' forever to get her keys out. She's just all like, eh. And she's gonna get behind the wheel, dude. Like, really? Like, she's, like the life, like, people's lives are in her hands pretty much once she gets behind the helm. And it is just totally frightening. Alright, well, there you have it. I feel a lot better. I had a shitty day. I got to vent. I feel great. So, there you go. There you go. Straight out of Likewise's mouth. The 5 things that anger me the most. Alright. Feel better now.